Good afternoon. I'm here with Player Manager Nikki Bull, following our 1-1 draw against Reading's under-23 Saturday. Well, good afternoon, Nikki.
Good afternoon.
Firstly, congratulations on a good performance. I thought that was our most convincing performance to date so far in pre-season. And what did you make of it? And what areas do you think need addressing in our final 2 pre-season games?
Yeah, first and foremost, it was without doubt our best performance of pre-season so far, which is obviously pleasing because it's a week nearer to the season starting. I didn't want us to peak too soon. Have to remember that the players have only met each other 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know, it's a very new group. They're still getting used to each other, but they're starting to take on board what we're trying to teach them and coach them in training. And I think game on game, we are getting the progression that we're looking for. So, you know, it's just about now going into the next 2 games, Farnborough in particular, and getting a result at Farnborough that will set us up nicely for Hornchurch.
Yeah. And do you already have your starting 11 in mind for the first game against Hornchurch, or is there still time for the substitutes and the squad players to stake a claim?
We've got competition for places probably in every position, so there's no one that can go home tonight and be guaranteed of their place. Obviously, people have put a marker down that, you know, their performances warrant the shirt, but we still have 2 games to go. Obviously, players need to avoid injuries in those 2 games, but at the same time, play with the intensity that we're looking for. But I thought today was really encouraging, and again, I go back to it. Pre-season's a process for us. We want to get to Hornchurch in the best possible shape, and I feel that game on game, slowly but surely, we're getting there, and we now need to take that into, like I say, Farnborough in particular. VCD will probably be the last chance for some trialists to impress and try and earn a contract, but we want to go to Farnborough next week and get a bit more progression and really set us up for that Hornchurch game.
Yeah. Up until now, you said it's all about pre-season so far. It's been about fitness and minutes in the legs. But is the focus starting to shift more towards tactics and formation and strategy? Definitely.
The last 2 Thursday nights, we haven't done any fitness work. The boys are getting their fitness in the games now. They're getting their sharpness. And in training, we are starting to work on more things about how we want to play with the ball, not just when we haven't got the ball. I felt today that we were very structured when we didn't have the ball. I think in the second half, Reading really found it hard to break us down. I thought we were very disciplined in midfield areas. We locked onto their players. We stopped them creating stuff. And in the end, they became predictable, and that's what you want as a manager. If you can make the opposition predictable and you know what they're going to try and do, it makes the game easier. And I felt when we went 1-0 up for a 10-15 minute period, we were really on top in the game. And you know, even in the first half, we probably had 3 or 4 excellent chances from set plays where if I had one criticism today, it probably would have been I'd like to have seen us a bit more clinical in front of goal.
Yeah. And is there anyone who stood out for you in particular today?
I thought Dan Gallagher was superb today. Last couple of weeks I've been trying to say to Dan that, you know, for you to get the best out of yourself and for the team, can you try and play slightly further forward? You know, as a holding midfielder, sometimes that gets lost in kind of like translation. They feel they're a holding midfielder, so they end up being too close to the central defenders and taking up their space. So we've been working on him getting forward, and I thought he was absolutely superb today. But then again, I don't like to single players out. I thought, you know, Will Salmon and Jerry at the back, the two young fullbacks that are now signed with us. I think they're going to be big players moving forward. Travis was excellent. Elliot Benyon took his goal well. Him and Sean worked really hard. Robert Cullen. You know, I just said to the boys afterwards, that was a team. And, you know, we are a team and we will be a team all season. We'll win together and we'll lose together. But that was the first time today where I've come off the pitch and said to the boys, that is a team. And that is a team that we can take into this league this season and be competitive.
I thought we looked quite dangerous from set pieces today as well. There's quite a few opportunities missed, but good chances created. Yeah,
we've got some big boys. Sean, Jerry, Will Salmon, Dan Gallagher. We've got some big boys, and in Travis and Robert Cullen, we've got people that can deliver the ball really well. So, you know, we still got to work a lot more on set plays. Obviously, to start with, when you've got a new group, you really have to work on other things first in terms of what we do without the ball, what we do with the ball. But now we're getting close to the season, we'll start nailing down set plays, and I think everyone can see that's been at the game today. You know, we will be a threat from set pieces.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah.